Plenty of players, both newcomers and returners, stand to feature heavily in the show's second season. Some may eventually move on to major college football programs, and some may even play in the NFL. More, where are the stars of The Last Chance U, Season 1? That, of course, begs the question, who are some of EMCC's now famous football players? The list of famous EMCC alumni isn't long, but it's fairly distinguished. Here's a look at some of the biggest names to play for The Last Chance U. LeGarrette Blount, RB years at EMCC, 2006-07, career EMCC stats, 367 carries, 2,292 yards, 18 rushing touchdowns. Claim to fame, three-time Super Bowl champion. You'd think a player could manage to stay out of trouble after clearing JUCO, but not Blount, who could forget the 2009 incident where he knocked out a Boise State player after the Duck season opening loss. He caused considerably less trouble in his 2 years at EMCC from 2006-07, where he rushed for 2,292 yards and 18 touchdowns before transferring to Oregon as one of the most sought-after junior college prospects in the nation. In the NFL, Blount has bounced from team to team. He is coming off his third Super Bowl in the NFL after signing a one-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, beating the New England Patriots for his third Super Bowl. Chad Kelly, QB years at EMCC, 1, 2014, career EMCC stats, 67 completion percentage, 3,906 passing yards, 47 touchdowns. Claim to fame, prolific two-year career at Ole Miss. Swag Kelly's college career didn't have the most auspicious start. He was kicked off Clemson's football team in 2014 as a redshirt sophomore for constantly butting heads with Dabo Swinney and the rest of the football staff. That left little option for him other than EMCC. He only stayed for the 2014 season, but led the Lions to a 12-0 record in NJCAA championship while throwing for 3,906 yards with 47 scores to only 8 interceptions. That was more than enough for Hugh Freeze and Ole Miss to recruit him to Oxford, where in 2 seasons he threw for 6,800 yards and 50 touchdowns to 20 interceptions. He also rushed for 841 yards and 15 scores. Kelly led the Rebels to a 14-8 overall record, including 10-3 in 2015. His career was punctuated by a 43-37 win over No. 2 Alabama and a 48-20 win over Oklahoma State in the Sugar Bowl during the 2015 season. He was selected as Mr. Irrelevant by the Denver Broncos in the 2017 NFL Draft. More, 17 questions for 2017 season. Jarran Reed, DT years at EMCC, 2, 2012-13, career EMCC stats, 100 tackles, 10.5 for loss. Claim to fame, 2015 national champion, second-round pick Seattle Seahawks. Reed's prolific college career started with his 2-year stay at EMCC, where in 2012 and 13 he was credited with 100 career tackles, including 10.5 tackles for loss, and 2 fumble recoveries. He also helped the Lions to the 2013 NJCAA championship. From there, Reed went to Alabama, where he helped the Crimson Tide maintain one of the nation's most feared rush defenses in 2014 and 15. He became a 2-time SEC champion and a member of Alabama's 2015 national championship team before entering the 2016 NFL Draft. The Seahawks thought highly enough of Reed that they traded their 2nd and 4th round picks to move up and grab him with the 49th pick of the draft. Anto Wayne Smith, RB years at EMCC, 1, 1994, career EMCC stats, 1,847 yards. Claim to fame, first-round pick Buffalo Bills, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Smith won 2 Super Bowls for the Patriots after a stellar 2-year stint at Houston, but all that came after his lone season at EMCC. Smith got a late start in his collegiate career, working in a factory for 2 years before getting started with EMCC in 1994. He followed up his JUCO stint by rushing for 1,847 yards and 19 touchdowns at Houston. He was selected 23rd overall in the 1997 NFL Draft by the Buffalo Bills on the strength of his senior season, in which he rushed for 1,239 yards and 14 touchdowns. He played his first 4 years in Buffalo before moving on to New England. There, he helped the Patriots win Super Bowls 36 and 37 by rushing for a combined 456 yards and 2 touchdowns during their 2 playoff runs. Not bad for a former factory worker.